So everyone, welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the New Jersey Devils. It's old news. They sent down Adam Larsson. He's been down for 4 games. But did they make a mistake in sending him down? And have they made a mistake in his development? So far he's got 4 assists through 3 games in the AHL, which is already one more point than he had in 20 games with the Devils this year. And you know what? At this point, getting him down there, getting him ice time is important. He's at an important junction of development. He's in a contract year. His development has been a little more. There's been more peaks and valleys than I think the Devils anticipated, which I think for them would be naive because when you're taking up a young defenseman, there's going to be, like I said, peaks and valleys. There's going to be highs and lows for him, and that's just the way it goes. And he's playing well down there in Albany. I think he's going to stay on there for a while just to regain some confidence. And he's got 27 points, career points through 122 games. Obviously, I think the Devils expected more, but I think he's still coming around. Victor Hedman really didn't come in his own until this year. I mean, Victor Hedman looked out of place a lot. I think for you to give up on a 6'3" righty shooting defenseman with lots of offensive upside, is naive. But at the same time, you got to be realistic with what he is going forward, and what he is right now is a 21-year-old defenseman. The Devils have been an up and down team. Much like him. And you look at Larsson. I think one thing that hurt his development was he didn't get a lot of playoff ice time in 2012 when they went to the finals. He played 5 playoff games, had 1 goal. I think it was against Philly, if I'm not mistaken. I'm watching that game, and that's a good development stage. But he also, again, at that time he was a 19-year-old defenseman. So, you got to look at it from both ends of the spectrum. But I think he's far from a finished product, and I think he will be a very, very, very good NHL defenseman for a long time. It's just keep in mind that these kids' development's so rushed that a lot of times you lose track of how young they are. This is a guy that's in his 3rd NHL season. He's 21 years old. So you let him take his lumps. You let him ride the bus in the AHL. Not that I don't look at it as a knock on the kid. You got him and Stefan Matteau down there, 2 important parts of your future, and hopefully they both, use this as a way to improve their game and improve their long-term and short-term, what they are to the Devils. I think they rushed Matteau for sure, and I think they rushed Larsson. I don't think was fair. I mean, there's a reason why he was. I thought he should have gone number 1 that draft over the Nuge, but there's a reason he was as highly touted as he was, and. Someone asked me, do I think the Devils should have taken Dougie Hamilton over Larsson? I said no, because at that time Larsson was head and shoulders above Hamilton. They're both 20, 21-year-old defensemen, and there's still a long way to go in this kid's career. And I think he'll be back up, before the season. I mean, he could be back next week. With the way the Devils are, you never know with Lou, but I think they made the right choice in sending him down. Sometimes the demotion is the best thing that can happen because their sense of confidence is regained, and the game's rediscovered. But anyway, that's all this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Devils sending Adam Larsson down and what it means for his long and short-term development. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.